doing well today. Thank you for clicking the video and joining me today. My name's Alex. I would say on this channel we do a specific thing, but I really don't. I cover so many different things. I cover things that I'm interested in, and obviously crypto's pretty hot right now. And I wanted to make this quick little video here today on one coin I'm looking at. One coin I've been looking at. Star Atlas, and I wanted to compare two other coins, Vulcan Forge and Axie Infinity, and why I think Star Atlas is a true 100x. And I don't really have a timetable on this, but beyond 100x, just simply for the things I'm going to point out here in this video. If you're looking for a new crypto, if you're unsure about crypto, if you've never invested in crypto, I can get why it's confusing and scary and you don't know what you should do. Because in 2009, I remember when I was graduating high school, people were just starting really to talk about crypto a lot. And I thought it was stupid. I was like, dude, cash is never going to go away. Cards, like, it just, in my mind, it was such a far off thought as a senior in high school. And I really wish I would have known more, but I think it's dangerous to even go back on the past, even for what I sold Doge for or SHIB. I really feel like I sold way too early, just for the fact I didn't know what was going on. This is going to be my second cycle, really, being in a second cycle like this, truly. And this time I obviously know more than I did the previous time. And when I say I've never lost in crypto, I really have never lost in crypto, because I'm not overly greedy, and two, I am cautious when I make decisions. And I never was playing with a whole ton of money first time I was getting into crypto. In my mind, I was thinking it was a lot like, damn, I don't want to lose this over just a dog coin. Like, everyone's saying this is so stupid, but I think people now are afraid too, because you'll click videos of influencers and they'll tell you it's very risky, it's dangerous, and it is. And they can't be with you all the time and tell you when to buy, sell, and when they upload a video, it's typically going to be too late for you to get in the points they were, and you're always kind of chasing. You always kind of feel a little bit behind, I think, when you rely solely on influencers to give you your trades. And you can hear in a lot of these videos too, they'll tell you, do your own research. And I can't tell you how important in crypto is you need to go off your own intuition and your own research, but take from these influencers some of their knowledge and their respective niches within crypto, if that makes sense. Because that's where you're going to learn the most, not just some random person saying, I'm going to take the top coins on coin.io and I'm just going to invest in all these. And you probably can, and you can make money that way. But if you accept crypto for what it is, and like all these influencers, again, to touch back on them, they'll say things like, what's a good one? You're not gonna get in time. You're gonna lose everything, because you probably will. You're not getting the information there. They got a lot of more insiders. They're positioned way before you, so they're doing buying for a very long time. So when you see these 50% increases, 60%, 100% increases, and then it plummets, these people bought coins a long time ago. So you need to really pay attention to the market cap, the fully diluted market cap, just all these things that are going to go into, is this a good investment or not? Because there are a ton that are not. Again, the Haley Welch thing, huge positive for us who aren't like scum. I think you see like people like this are jumping on opportunities, because people who are well versed in the crypto market, they're going to take and take and take from everybody. And it's the same thing. You look at government buying Bitcoin, you look at governments buying crypto. I mean, it might be one giant big rug pull, which I think going with that mindset is important, that you're going to sell when the hype's the highest. You can always get back in. Anyone who says, oh, it's going to be too late, that's what they say. It's going to be too late. The ship's going to leave. And maybe for this specific moment, yes. But if all these people are saying they believe in crypto, it's the future, why is there not going to be more opportunity as we go? Yes, maybe to be an early investor, but these are a lot of companies that are going to do a lot of good. And that's what I want to get into today. And we'll start now with Star Atlas and why I truly believe that this is going to be a really, really huge return. I follow a lot of people. I look at people. I come across the videos. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I found these videos. And one person I am really happy I found is Alex Becker. Found his channel about 3 years ago. It's where I got my initial thought process and like, why is crypto going to be used? Because it's really right now just what one idiot's going to buy it for and another's going to sell it for, and where you can get the best spot. But now we're starting to see real world assets, these cryptos being adopted into these companies, that this is going to be something. And gaming is something Alex Becker stresses and talks about. There's another channel, Elio Trades. They're partners, but they both have given great information that they could probably charge for. But they have enough money that they don't need to run scams, and that's the type of people I try to get the most information from. So my thought process came from Alex Becker initially, and it's morphed into a ton of different people over the years now. So Star Atlas is something he's mentioned a few times. Initially, 2021 range. He did a lot of even before they did a lot of self-help stuff, just being better, and slowly turned into a ton of crypto stuff. And these coins are very convincing if you think about how much money is actually in the gaming industry, play to earn tokens, how addicting video games are. It's not going away unless there's world war. So if you look what's happening today, all this Syria news, it doesn't matter what's happening, what the news is saying, but there's definitely tension growing. And one way everyone can lose money is if World War III happens. So I do pay attention to the news because my other job, I need to pay attention to the news. But when I'm looking at all these stories and tensions in the Middle East, specifically in the area of Israel, like anything can pop off at any time where people are put into doubt. And then this is where you use gold and silver is to kind of see where people's fear is. You know, there's the fear and greed index in crypto, but you have to use all markets to really understand what crypto is going to do next. And I really think paying attention to the news and where World War III is, where we're at with that point in our lives, is something to monitor, along with Bitcoin. Obviously, it's sitting around 100,000. I have said in that last video that big memes have always been the play. And if you're poor, they really are. Someday, if you get enough and you have enough of a percentage, you can start rolling it into Bitcoin. I do think Bitcoin has a place in the future. Ethereum, the fees are ridiculous. Like, just to trade, I can get why it turns people off. But with that being said, the average person, like my family even, they've made plenty of money on MOG with not knowing a single thing about crypto. And they wouldn't have made that with Bitcoin with the amounts they're working with. So anyone saying one way is just the right way is not someone you should be listening to. I specifically mean that Bitcoin's not the right answer for poor people in this moment when you can get in on early investments with these things I'm going to talk about today. So I know I ramble a lot. We're already 10 minutes in. I'm going to try to make this just 15 minutes. So last 5 minutes here, we'll talk about these coins. But Star Atlas is the one I'm just really convinced on. You can look at the price today. It's atrocious compared, but this is all time right here. Okay, so if this was just a scam like Haktua, yeah, don't put money in this. But this is not a scam. This company is not a scam. This video game is not a scam. It's on the Solana blockchain. Look at what Sol did. Look what Sol Memes did. That's the price of Star Atlas right now. So I want to compare two other coins now. Let's look at real quick the market cap it's 99.91 market cap million right now. Easy to do math that. So the fully diluted value here right underneath is 204.33. These are the two numbers you're going to want to pay attention to. My best advice to you would be use an AI, use something like Grok, and start researching all these things. If you hear a term you don't know, when I watch videos, I write them down, and I'll go back in Grok and I'll put them all in there and get the definitions and learn it. These are very simple things once you get it. And it's just, you look at a new coin, look at that. Okay, go to the next one. Then you research them a little bit. That's Star Atlas. The two I want to compare this to is Vulcan Forge. So you see here, little older coin. It's been through some stuff. It's long here. It's not just that quick bump up here like Atlas. And then back to Vulcan. Sorry, it's hard to do with my left hand like this. Anyways, you see this high point here. So greed was the highest. This was a crazy time. Sports cards were selling, crazy time. COVID money was pumping into the markets. $41 about, it says, I think. It will tell me the all-time high, but it got up there. All-time high of $49.74. So even if it's not going to get to that point, these other marks, like 15, that's my first point I'm looking at from when I bought these. 15. I'm assuming it's at least going to go back to this. People want to get their money back. And I know it's good term to go off, or a saying is, history might not repeat, but it absolutely rhymes. This is a coin that's not going away. Also, it's a huge company. Next one, I'm going to show you the gameplay on these also, so you can get what I'm saying. The Axie Infinity here. So this is a little older than Atlas here also. It's been through some stuff, but look how high up this one got. You know, this got up to $165. This market cap is 1.4 billion right now. I believe this market cap was around closer to 10 billion. It was closer to 9 to 10 billion, and then Vulcan Forge was 7.9 billion market caps. Like, let's just say when the greed was the highest and the most money was being pumped in. So thinking about those market caps when they're at those points and they were at those prices of $150 and $50, and you go look at Atlas, that's at 100 million. That has a lot of X's to go. And when you look at like the conviction and like what's going to make a coin go up, has to have a big following, cult following. This honestly has a pretty good following, but it's not culty because their marketing is not overexposed. And I think they're doing that for a variety of reasons, but who knows? Whatever they're doing, it looks great what they're doing, but the marketing is not great because who knows? They're still developing the game, you know, a lot of reasons. Thinking of how many X's it can go up, thinking that it's in the same space as these two, I want you to look at this now of what these games look like. Okay, so this is introduction to Vulcan Forge, Berserk gameplay, and intro. This channel is Blue Bear Gaming. Just scrolling through here, like you can see pretty standard basic thing here. Axie Infinity. This looks like something like my 6-year-old would play. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's trash. I think the gaming industry is great. But when you click on something like Star Atlas and like you look at this and you read just the script of it and you see everything that goes into this, who's connected with this game, if there ever was a 100 plus X that you could be sure about if we don't go to World War III and you believe in video games, I just don't see how this one ain't it, you know, because you look at all these crypto games that have been developed, play to earn, all this stuff. I've never seen one video game in crypto that's just like, that looks sick. This game looks sick. I was looking up release dates. I don't play video games that much, but I'm hyped about it, and that tells me like the people who are balls deep in video games are going to be overly hyped with this. And that's what you're buying. You're buying the stock of it, the projection of it, what's actually behind this. Like Haley Welch, that coin, I'm sorry, but if you invested in that, you're just an idiot, unfortunately. But I've been an idiot many times in my life, and I learned from my mistakes. I think experiencing that, if you lost money with that, it just will teach you. It will teach you how to go about these markets. Because when I said I've never lost in crypto, I've lost on trades. I've not been home run on every single trade. But it seems now, the second cycle, everything's just flowing pretty good. You know, when you first start buying crypto, maybe the first year you're ever in it, and you're kind of just trailing because you're trying to find the information, you're trying to learn. You are just chasing. You are just chasing, and you're going to buy and sell at the wrong times. When you get into the right groove of it, you know when to buy and sell and switch things around. And it just comes with practice. I got my most practice, honestly, using a website called Think to Swim. There was also another investor. I signed up for his program for a little bit, Zed Monopoly. Nothing to do with crypto, but learning the stock market that way and how to actually execute the trades. When you do crypto, it's easy. Do it on the weekends. And it's the way the world's going.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.